This is Syllabrew. Get smart with me as we learn 5 vocabulary words worth knowing in just a few minutes. Today on Syllabrew, 5 smart words with absolutely no theme. No secret pattern, no clever category, no these all connect to technology or these all explain modern life. Not today. Today we are doing vocabulary chaos, but useful vocabulary chaos. Who knows, maybe I'll start throwing in the occasional vocabulary chaos episodes every now and again to mix things up. The 5 words are Petrichor, Fiduciary, Quorum, Solder, and Liminal. Our first word is Petrichor. Petrichor means the smell that rises from the ground after rain, especially after a dry spell. It's that earthy, fresh, slightly dusty smell when the rain hits pavement, soil, grass, or warm stone. Here is an example sentence. After the storm passed, the whole street smelled like petrichor. It's a great word because almost everyone knows the experience, but not everyone knows there is a word for it. Petrichor is not just rain smell. It is more specifically the smell produced when rain interacts with dry earth, oils from plants, and compounds in soil. So if you want to sound poetic without getting too dramatic, petrichor is your word. Our second word is fiduciary. Fiduciary means a person or organization that has a legal or ethical duty to act in someone else's best interest. You hear this word a lot in money, investing, trusts, financial planning, and business. Here is an example sentence. A financial advisor who acts as a fiduciary is supposed to put the client's interests first. The important idea is trust. If someone has fiduciary responsibility, they are not just casually giving advice. They are supposed to act with loyalty, care, and honesty toward the person or group they represent. A fiduciary duty is a higher standard than simply making a sale or offering a suggestion. Our third word is quorum. Quorum means the minimum number of people who must be present before a group can officially conduct business or make decisions. It is pronounced quorum. You hear this word in government, boards, committees, clubs, associations, and formal meetings. For example, the board could not vote on the proposal because it did not have a quorum. A quorum matters because it keeps a small number of people from making official decisions when not enough members are present. It is one of those words that sounds fancy, but the idea is simple. Before the group can act, enough of the group has to actually show up. Our fourth word is solder. Solder is a metal alloy used to join pieces of metal together, especially in electronics, plumbing, and metalwork. The pronunciation can be tricky because of the silent L. In American English, it is usually pronounced solder. For example, the technician used solder to connect the wire to the circuit board. Solder can also be used as a verb. For example, he learned how to solder small electronics parts. This is a good practical word because it shows up in repair, electronics, craft, manufacturing, and engineering contexts. It is not glue, it is a metal material that melts and then hardens to form a connection. Our fifth word is liminal. Liminal means related to a threshold, transition, or in-between state. A liminal space is a place or moment that feels like it exists between one thing and another. For example, an empty airport hallway at midnight has a strange liminal feeling. Liminal can describe physical spaces, but also emotional or life situations. Graduating but not yet employed. Moving out but not yet settled. Waiting for news that could change your plans. Those are liminal moments. The word comes from the idea of a threshold, the line between one room or another, one phrase and another, one identity and another. So let's review. Petrichor is the earthy smell after rain. A fiduciary is someone who has a duty to act in another person's best interest. A quorum is the minimum number of people needed to conduct official business. Solder is the metal material used to join metal parts, especially in electronics. Liminal means transitional, in between, or connected to a threshold. And here's one sentence using all 5 of those words. During a liminal summer after college, she joined a nonprofit board that barely reached quorum, listened to a fiduciary presentation, learned to solder old radio parts, and walked home through the Petrichor after every storm. That sentence has no business existing, but somehow it does. Got a word you've heard but never quite understood? Leave it in the comments, and I may use it in a future Syllabrew episode. Make sure to check the show notes for the spellings of these words. Thanks for listening to Syllabrew. You can support the podcast at buymeacoffee.com/whythankyou.